Hello YouTube, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm building the Airfix 1/72 scale Sherman Firefly. And I appreciate it has been a while since I've uploaded, and I do apologise for that, but you know, life gets in the way, so you just gotta work around it and get on with it. So yeah, I do apologise, but here we are, building a Sherman, finally. So first bit first, I've had to attach the side walls of the main hull. I'm guessing it's a hull, it's more like a ship term, but I've attached them together and they went together really nicely because this is quite a new tool kit. It's the starter set version, so it comes with all the paints, all the glues, although I don't think I used any of the paints or glues for it. It all went together in a really nice way, no fit issues, no gaps that I can remember, because I did build this a good couple months ago, so it may not be quite as voiceover might not be quite what it should be, but it is what it is. But from what I can remember, this all was a very pleasant thing to build, and I enjoyed it. I'd love to build another one in a different, a desert scheme, because I've got the, I don't know if you saw those videos, but the Armour Fast Cromwell and the desert scheme, that turned out really nice. So I'd like to build the Sherman in that sort of scheme, but it'd maybe be the one from War Thunder. I don't know if you guys seen that one with the blue, the sort of blue, and the yellow, and that looked really cool. So I might, if I was to get another one of these, I'd build it like that. But there was quite a lot of detail on this kit for being a starter set, more than I expected. Although it's not as much you attach to it. So as you can tell, I don't know if you can really see it in this shot, but there's all the bits that are moulded onto the plastic instead of being attached, whereas on a Tamiya 135 scale kit, for example, it's not a Tamiya 135 kit, but you'd attach those all separately and be a whole lot more parts. So for a beginner, this is quite good. And I believe when going back to what we're on now, attaching the gun, if you were to do that right, you can move it. So I think I can do that on mine currently. You can move the gun up and down, because I think I've done it right. I can't remember off the top of my head though, because I don't have the kit in my hand while I'm recording this. So yeah, but this turret, the whole turret assembly was very, very nice. It was much easier than the vintage classic one that I built. From what I remember, that one was a bit dodgy in assembling the gun mount bit. This one just went together like that. It was lovely. It's like a snap together kit. I do apologise for the shaky camera in some of these bits. It's I must just knock the stand and then not realise that I've knocked the stand. As you can tell in this shot here, when you put the turret on the tank, the turret has got full rotation, so you can rotate it all the way around like that, and then the barrel go up and down, which I cut. For the paint, I believe this was a Humbrol 155, I think. Either that was one that had the olive drab. I can't remember. I think it's a Tucker olive drab, thinking about it. For me, this paint went on really nicely. It came on just perfect, and it didn't as you can see, pouring out of the bottle. You do have to shake it up before you put it on, because why wouldn't you? Because it helps mix the pigments together, because some would settle at the bottom and all that malarkey, usual sort of paint stuff. But it kind of stuck to the model in a way that kind of gave it a nice smooth finish, and it looks good at the end, and the decals went onto it very nicely. Overall, I really like that paint. I could be a little bit biased because I do quite like the Tucker paint range, but for me, good paint works really well, and I would definitely recommend it. So yeah, if you can move out, they are a little bit expensive to be fair, but yeah, I think that's worth it. They're good, work well with the model, and what more do you need? Good paint, good model, life's a good one. I did decide as well to paint the tracks on the sprue. So the tracks for this model came as just one big piece, which for a beginner I'd say is a really good thing, because building other different wheels and the rubber band tracks as well, that can be quite difficult for someone who's just starting out. So as a starter set, I would say that's a really good idea, because I know this also, I believe, comes as like, you know, just your normal Airfix model, which I think, don't quote me on this because I can't remember off the top of my head, I think it comes with you know, wheels done separately, but I haven't checked, so don't quote me on that. I could just be putting it right out of my arse, but you know, you never know. I believe, yeah, it's a really good idea for beginners, because it just makes the whole building experience a lot easier. You don't have to worry as much about, you know, or the wheels aren't quite lined up or this and that. It's just, you know, slap them straight on. I did paint them on the sprue because it's a bit easier than trying to get in all the little gaps when it was still on the tank, because you got to get under all the side skirts, and that's just not very fun. So yeah, that's kind of my thought process behind doing that. The actual tracks themselves, I decided to use the Attacker Silver. It might have been Attacker Aluminium, I can't remember off the top of my head. Like I said, it's been a while since I've actually built the kit, so I can't quite remember. But it turned out really well. I think what I would have liked to have done in hindsight is put a bit of weathering on the tracks, because they do look quite shiny, and I don't think, well, this tank in real life would have been that shiny. So I think next time, if I do build another one, like I said, in the desert scheme that I mentioned before, I would build it. I'd weather the tracks, weather the tank itself. But as it is, not too bad. Like I said, it's just, they do kind of stand out a little bit. The decals to this tank, though, they were cartograph decals, so I can't really complain with them, because they were, as you'd expect, they went on very nicely. Like I said, the paint was smooth, so they went on very good. Onto the paint, I didn't put any varnishes or decaf fix on, I don't think, purely because I kind of forgot to. But yeah, with that, I've got this fancy new turntable as well, which I quite like. Gonna see that more often in videos. With that, I want to thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry it's taken so long, and I will be seeing you all in the next one. Have a good one. Cheers.